for our moderate risk courses at CNAT. There's only 3 of them, and all 3 are in Flightline. But those courses, since they're moderate risk, have to be in ESAMS. So where you're going to go for these courses and what you need to do for them is applications, high risk training, safety, search, click moderate risk, and here's the 3 CDPs. And if you just click on one, it'll take you to the main page you need to be. So it's 9312, 9322, 9332. I just remember 1, 2, and 3. So you go here, and there's a few things you want to look at when you go to these. So look, you can go 1 of 3, and you can just bounce to each course right here. But right here is a risk assessment, emergency action plan annual, and emergency action plan quarterly. So this right here means we got attention because it's yellow. We got to do it. Green, still good. Green, still good. Let's go risk assessment. Let's go over that one first. To get this good, reset essentially, you go right here. You go down to risk assessment. See this enclosure 2 right here, 9312, and this is 9312 course right here. And this risk assessment is going to be the ones that the curriculum developer does. So Stat Sergeant Tomkowitz deals with these. But you're going to grab the most recent one that's signed, upload it here, and then choose the date. So that risk assessment, and then when you upload this, it'll reset this date right here. So make sure it's just the most current one. So emergency action plan annual, when this is due, what you're going to do is come down here. And I always do that next bird over kind of method. So I find that last emergency action plan right here, EAP drill, and I'll look at it. What did I put for the date, the drill, created by, location, what was going on, and what we learned from it. And how you're going to do a new one, let's say add EAP, choose your new date, your new time. It was a drill, emergency action drill. I asked Mr. Prince, he said no, and then I usually do no here. Class number, he said make up something, so 1, 2, or 3, doesn't really matter. And then you're going to put all of the information in here. Location evolution, CNAT Det Camp Pendleton, all hands, scenario, conducted emergency action plan, lessons learned, kind of what I put, but use some common sense. None of these are that crucial. Mr. Prince kind of made it seem like it doesn't have to be a certain word in here as long as it's filled and that emergency action plan is in here to trigger this date to be good. He said most people are just going to be looking at this. And then quarterly, this is just going to be walkthroughs, whatever kind of walkthroughs or drills you want to do. So you can see right here, I'm in the yellow because the last one was done January. And for an example, right now I'm going to do one so that way you can actually see. So I have quarterly walkthrough, and you can see walkthrough right here. Add emergency action plan. 1 second. So date, let's do today's date. Time was 08. We did a walkthrough. Corpsman on site. We didn't need a corpsman. Chain of command notified. You can put yes or no. I'm just gonna say yes. Hey sir, we did our emergency action. Or I'm sorry, our walkthrough today. Primary instructor. Choose yourself. So there you go. Class number doesn't matter, like I said. And then you can always do that next bird over method, like I said. Location evolution, CNAT Det Camp Pendleton. This, he said, you can kind of do whatever you want. What are we needing to do? Fire drill, active shooter. Conducted whatever kind of drill you think we're due on. He said it doesn't really matter. So I'm just putting this for example. He told me, that's what he told me. And then you're going to see that little yellow bar turn green. So we're at the 0. So we're good. So that's how you do that. And then you can always, if you're confused what you want to do, go back, look at the last ones, and then continue from there. And then did that one, boom, go to number 2, do the same thing. So to recap, the main things on this, make sure that risk assessment right here is uploaded, the most current one for that course. So this is 12, 12. On 23, I'm sorry, on 22 should be 22, 32, 32. And then just go in here quarterly, make sure these aren't in here, because he's going to pull the report, and this is literally all he's going to look at right here. So this is what you need to do for our moderate risk courses in ESAMS.